Welcome to my class of mobile computing. Today we will learn about MANET. MANET stands for Mobile Ad Hoc Network, also called as Wireless Ad Hoc Network or Ad Hoc Wireless Network, that usually has a routable networking environment on top of a link layer ad hoc network. They consist of set of mobile nodes connected wirelessly in a self-configured, self-healing network without having a fixed infrastructure. MANET nodes are free to move randomly as the network topology changes frequently. Each node behaves as a router as they forward traffic to other specified node in the network. A MANET is a continuously self-configuring infrastructure-less network connected without wires. Each device in a MANET is free to move independently in any direction and will therefore change its link to other devices frequently. MANET may operate as standalone fashion, or they can be the part of larger internet. They form highly dynamic autonomous topology with the presence of one or multiple different transceivers between nodes. The main challenges for the MANET is to equip each devices to continuously maintain the information required to properly route traffic. MANETs consist of a peer-to-peer, self-forming, self-healing network. This is the diagram of a MANET. Some characteristics of MANET are: it has dynamic topology. Network topology, which is typically multi-hop, may change randomly and rapidly with time. It can form unidirectional or bidirectional links. Bandwidth constrained variable capacity link. Wireless link usually have lower reliability, efficiency, stability and capacity as compared to wired network. The throughput of wireless communication is even less than a radio's maximum transmission rate after dealing with the constraint like multiple access, noise interference conditions, etc. Autonomous behavior. Each node can act as a host and router, which shows its autonomous behavior. Energy constrained operation. As some or all of the nodes rely on batteries or other exhaustible means for their energy, mobile nodes are characterized with less memory, power and lightweight features. Limited security. Wireless networks are more prone to security threat. A centralized firewall is absent due to its distributed nature of operation for securing routing and host configuration. less human intervention. They require minimum human intervention to configure the network. Therefore, they are dynamically autonomous in nature. MANET in this mobile means MANET means the full form of MANET is mobile ad hoc network. Mobile means a node which can travel in every possible direction, and ad hoc means something which is used for a special purpose on continuous basis. So MANET can be defined as the type of network which is capable of being formed anywhere and is auto-configuring and does not require any structure. MANET is an infrastructure-less network and are very beneficial to use as they can replace expensive network having a infrastructure easily. They are the networks which can be categorized as the network which doesn't have any physical connection, that is wireless. Characteristics of MANET. In MANET, each node acts as both host and router, that is autonomous behavior. Being an infrastructure network, MANET possesses a number of features which enables its user to use it more frequently. Remote area access is one of the features of establishing an infrastructure-less network in areas where population is less dense. It enables to save a huge amount of cost of setting an infrastructure, as mobile ad hoc network can be used depending upon the pattern of communication. The nodes can join or leave the network anytime, making the network topology dynamic in nature. It means infrastructure can be made instantly, as mobile ad hoc network does not depend on any physical link at any point of time and of any type of requirement. Mobile ad hoc network can be set up and used, because normal network require pre-planning but mobile ad hoc network does not. Mobile nodes are characterized with less memory, power and lightweight feature. Another great feature of mobile ad hoc network is the ability of changing the size of network as per requirement, that is, any number of nodes can be attached and any number of node can be detected. Symmetric environment. As all the nodes are similar in functionality and can act either as node or a router, resulting in a symmetric environment. Disaster relief ability. Any infrastructure is prone to natural disaster and can completely destroy it. So, in order to save the capital on infrastructure, mobile ad hoc network can be used in those areas which are highly prone to natural disasters, leading to a great amount of effectiveness in cost saving. All nodes have identical features with similar responsibilities and capabilities, and hence it forms a completely symmetric environment. That is, there is a symmetry. When a source node and destination node for a message is out of radio range, the MANETs are capable of multi-hop routing. Many defense applications require on-the-fly communication setup, and ad hoc or sensor networks are excellent candidate for use in battlefield environment management or environment. One of the characteristic for which the MANET is preferred is dynamic topology. Nodes are free to move arbitrarily, thus the network topology may be changed randomly and unpredictably and primarily consists of bidirectional links. In some cases where the transmission power of two nodes is different, a unidirectional link may exist. Wireless link continue to have significantly lower capacity than infrastructure network. Energy constrained operation. Some or all of the MSS in a MANET may rely on batteries or other exhaustible means for their energy. For these nodes or devices, the most important system design optimization criteria may be energy consumption. MANETs are generally more prone to physical security threat than wireline network. The increased possibility of eavesdropping, spoofing, and denial of services attack should be considered carefully. To reduce security threat, many existing link security techniques are often applied within wireless network. Pros of MANET. Scalable. More number of nodes can be formed. That means we can add more number of nodes. That is one of the advantages. The network can be set up at any place and time. Less expensive as compared to wired network. They provide access to information and services regardless of geographic position. Separation from central network administration. Each node can play both the role that is of a router and host, showing autonomous nature. Self-configuring and self-healing node, as it means it doesn't require any human intervention. Now some of the limitations or challenges of MANET. Some of the disadvantages are higher power consumption, low in range of connectivity, less secure, more prone to attack, computational power is limited, lower transmission speed as compared to fixed network. Resources are limited due to various constraints like noise, interference, conditions, etc. Lack of authorization facilities, more prone to attack due to limited physical security. These are different disadvantages of MANETs. Advancement in the field of internet due to wireless network topologies give rise to many applications, and mobile ad hoc network or MANET is one of the most promising field for research and development of wireless network, as the popularity of mobile device and wireless network significantly increased over the past years. Wireless ad hoc network has now become one of the most vibrant and active field of communication and network. A mobile ad hoc network is an autonomous collection of mobile devices that communicate with each other over wireless network and cooperate in a distributed manner in order to provide the necessary network functionality in the absence of a fixed infrastructure. This type of network, operating as a standalone network or with one or multi-point of attachment to cellular network or the internet, paves the way for numerous new and exciting applications. If we consider the history of MANET, we find that MANET can be categorized into first, second and third generation. MANET, securing wireless ad hoc network, is a highly challenging issue. Understanding possible form of attack is always the first step towards developing good security solutions. Limited range of wireless transmission. The data rates are low when compared to wireless network. Security is also an issue. Security of communication in MANET is important for secure transmission of information. Absence of any central coordination mechanism and shared wireless medium makes MANET more vulnerable to digital or cyber attack than varied network. There are number of attacks that affect MANET. These attacks can be classified as, if we consider MANET security layer and their corresponding attack, then application layer, the corresponding attacks are malicious code and repudiation. Transport layer, session hijacking and sink flooding. Network layer, flooding, black hole, grey hole, wormhole, link spoofing, etc. Data link layer, traffic analysis and monitoring. Physical layer, traffic jamming and eavesdropping. Attacks on mobile ad hoc network can be classified into different categories, or mainly they are classified in two categories we call passive and active attack. These attacks are also considered as limitation or challenges of MANET. Passive attack. In this type of attack, the intruder only performs some kind of monitoring on certain connections to get information about the traffic without injecting any fake information. This type of attack serves the attacker to gain information and makes the footprint of the invaded network in order to apply the attack successfully. The types of passive attacks are eavesdropping, traffic analysis and snooping. Now, eavesdropping is a passive attack. The node simply observes the confidential information. This information can be later used by malicious code. The secret information like location, public key, private key, password can be fetched by eavesdropper. Traffic analysis. In MANET, the data packets as well as traffic pattern, both are important for adversaries. For example, confidential information about network topology can be derived by analyzing traffic patterns. Traffic analysis can also be conducted as active attack by destroying nodes, which stimulates self-organization in the network, and valuable data about the topology can be gathered. Snooping is an unauthorized access to another person's data. It is similar to eavesdropping but is not necessarily limited to gaining access to data during its transmission. Snooping can include casual observance of an email that appears on another computer screen or watching what someone else is typing. More sophisticated snooping use software program to remotely monitor activity on computer or network device. Malicious hackers, also known as crackers, are frequently use snooping techniques to monitor keystrokes, capture password, login information, and to intercept email and other private communication and data transmission. Corporations sometimes snoop on employees' legitimately data to monitor their use of business computer and track internet usage. Government may snoop on individual to connect information and prevent crime and terrorism. Although snooping has a negative aspect in general, but in computer technology, snooping can refer to any program or utility that performs a monitoring functions. Packet loss due to error in transmission. Manets experience higher packet loss due to factors such as hidden terminal that result in collision, interference, frequent breakage in path caused by mobility of nodes, increased collision due to presence of hidden terminal problem. In flooding attacks, attacker exhausts the network resources such as bandwidth and to consume a node's resources such as computational and battery power, or to disrupt the routing information to cause severe degradation in network performance. Frequent network partition. The random movement of node often led to partition of network. This mostly affects the intermediate node. Limitations of mobile node. One of the biggest challenge is the mobile nodes have short battery life. So it is one of the biggest challenge. No centralized administration entity is available to manage the operation of different mobile nodes. Nodes are mobile and can be connected dynamically in arbitrary manner. Links of the network vary timely and are based on the proximity of one node to another node. Mobility implies higher security risk such as peer-to-peer network architecture or a shared wireless medium accessible to both legitimate network user and malicious attackers. Eavesdropping, spoofing, denial of service attack should be considered. Self-healing feature demands Manet should realign itself to blanket any node moving out of its range. Applications of MANET. Military. Ad hoc networking would allow the military to take advantage of technology to maintain an information network between the soldiers, vehicle, and military information headquarters. Rescue operation. Ad hoc networks can be used in emergency or for rescue operation for disaster relief effort, example in fire, flood or earthquake. Business work. Whenever any emergency meeting is planned outside the office, exchange of information on a given project is made possible by means of MANET. Classroom and conference. Ad hoc network can autonomously link an instant and temporary multimedia network using notebook computers to spread and share information among participants, example conference or classroom. So educational opportunities available on the internet or remote areas because of economic infeasibilities of providing expensive last mile wireline internet and access in these areas to all subscribers. The combination of GPS, GIS and high capability wireless mobility system enables a new type of application referred to as tele-geo processing. Thank you. Now we will learn some of the more applications of ANET before we finish the presentation. One is telemedicine. The paramedic assisting the victim of a traffic accident in a remote location must access medical records and may need video conference assistance from a surgeon for an emergency intervention. In fact, the paramedic may need to instantaneously relay back to the hospital the victim's x-ray and other diagnostic tests from the site of the accident. Another application is tele-geoprocessing application. It is the combination of GPS and GIS. A remote database contains the graphical representation of building, streets and physical characteristics of a large metropolis. They may also virtually see the internal layout of building, including an emergency rescue plan, or find possible points of interest. One important application of MANET is vehicular area network. This is a growing and very useful application of ad hoc network in providing emergency services and other information. This is equally effective in both urban and rural setup. The basic and exchange necessary data, that is the main idea behind the MANET. So MANET is having its different applications. So we can conclude that the evolution in the field of mobile computing is driving a new alternative way for mobile communication, in which mobile devices form a self-creating, self-organizing and self-administering wireless network, called a mobile ad hoc network. Mobile ad hoc network are generally more vulnerable to physical security threat than fixed or hardwired network. So, as the involvement goes on, especially the need of dense deployment such as battlefield and sensor networks, the nodes in ad hoc network will be smaller, cheaper, more capable, and comes in all forms. In all, although the widespread deployment of ad hoc network is still an area of concern, the research in this field will continue being very active and imaginative. Thank you for watching.